If Aragon can defeat Castile here and then slowly unite, they could form Iberia and be a very strong country in Europe. At least the borders are evening out a bit, and it's not going to be as border gory on the border anymore. This war between these two rivals has lasted, I don't even know. I'll have to check the date when the war started. But I believe it's been going on for around 10 years. Most of Serbia's... Oh god. Serbia has abandoned the front with Ethiopia, and Ethiopia is going to start taking the Middle East. Alright boys, welcome back to another episode of Every State Independent. We are here, and man, we are actually approaching endgame, I would assume. In the Americas, we have like 3 countries left, pretty much. In Europe, we only really have, if you count Transcaucasia, 5 real players. I guess if you count Imperial Bulgarian, 6. Africa, there's only 2 major players. And in Asia, we only really had the one that came out on top, which was Shaanxi. Everyone else is probably just waiting for their demise. Something huge that happened that's going to be developing. I saw someone comment that Imperial Bulgarian is probably going to form Greater China, and that is funny to me. With a quick shout out to all the patrons: Curse Potassium, Call Space, Jordan X, Boba Fett 13, Infinity Mapping, Bubby, and Infinitum Gamer. Thanks guys, I really appreciate it. If you would like to check out, if you are interested in becoming a patron, make sure to check out the link in the description below. We have the European situation developing. As you saw last time, German Republic was held up by nationalist Iberia on this river for quite a while, and they have obviously since broken it. The French have attacked them, but Britannia is still in play here, even though they've lost a good majority of their divisions. They've tried to do multiple naval evasions, which have all failed into France, and I'm sure they're probably going to try more. We'll have to see. A really huge nation that actually seems to be sort of lagging behind is Transcaucasian People's Republic. They will be gaining a lot more territory down here they will be gaining more territory down here in India once they start conquering some of these states, but they are behind in division count compared to Imperial Bulgarian and German Republic. They do have more factories, is interesting, than Bulgarian, but Bulgarian has far more divisions. German Republic seems to be the factory leader at nearly 800, and actually our friends Dahomey are behind in factories, only 90. They do have good manpower though, and boys, it's finally happening. Mali has betrayed our homie and attacked him from behind. This is unacceptable. Our homie is coming back with a vengeance, racing northwest. They have finally destroyed, I guess, I don't remember who was over here, but another one that was destroyed down here was Unitary South Africa. They are still technically alive, but Great Mozambique swung in and hit them where it counts, obviously, because now they are gone. Great Mozambique is also at war with the Eritrean Democratic People's Republic, which has territory all the way down south to Mozambique, and actually has conquered a piece of Mozambique. But Libya, now Abyssinia, has attacked Eritrean Democratic People's Republic, and is quickly becoming a major competitor to the Socialist Republic of our homie. It's still behind in divisions by quite a lot. The Albanian Federation, someone who's sort of been left behind in this series, had annexed a colony down here after... who was killed off right here? I think this was Jordan. I think Jordan died, or one of the states here died. Transcaucasia and Albanian Federation actually split it. Oh, it was Syria. Syria died. Syria or Jordan, one of the two, or both. They were split. Albania got this colony and actually was able to get troops and a navy down here before it was conquered by Abyssinia. Now, this is a problem for Abyssinia. They seem to be having a hard time getting rid of the Greeks or Albanians, and they're actually being pushed out of their territory in Arabia. Now, Arabia is kind of a trap, because if Transcaucasia wanted to attack Albania, this would obviously become an easy target for them. Nationalist Iberia holds against the Germans and the French. I mean, they've lost territory, obviously, that they held up here, but they do have the mountains here. They don't have manpower, but that can always change. Illinois, or Canada, is doing numbers on the independent state of Central America. Chile, Argentina, aka Uruguay, has not joined in yet. But I was looking down here, And a lot of these divisions from Illinois or Canada seem to be struggling in some aspects. They don't have a manpower issue, but they do have an equipment issue, and this could lead to a stall in their attack. Like I was looking down here, this unit attacking into Baja California. These guys are going to have a hard time pushing down through Baja California, and then once they do get to the end, the troops in Baja California can escape. Are the Canadians, though, are they planning a naval invasion as well? That would be very smart of them to do. They do have quite the navy down here now. I don't believe that the Central Americans or Texas have a navy. Uruguay definitely does, though. It looks like they have destroyers, which would counter Illinois Canada's submarines. And then, of course, down here in Australasia or Oceania, Australian People's Republic is chillin'. Sulawesi is still in the same position they've been the whole game, and all these islands are still just chillin'. So I think it's gonna be kind of a while before these unite. I might have to run the game for a while. But we're off, boys. The winner of the Country Bowl art contest is going to be announced next episode, so if you haven't submitted a piece to the Country Bowl art contest, make sure to do that as soon as possible. You can send them to me on Twitter or email or Discord anyway. All of those things can be found in my About page and the links panel. I think one of the most important developments right now, though, is Imperial Bulgarian invading Shaanxi, and Shaanxi being fairly ill-prepared for this. Most of their divisions are a good position. A lot of their divisions are down here just lining up on Soviet state of Hunan, not really paying attention. Oh, also, rest in peace, the Eritrean Democratic People's Republic. Lost 7 states, rest in peace. But Bulgarod is starting to steamroll them. And then I assume that a lot of these states down here, which are still alive, will be eaten up. And then we might have a battle between Bulgarod and Transcaucasia. The Transcaucasian People's Republic has declared war on Bombay. I think that means Rajasthan, a long-lasting Indian state, was finally killed off. Rest in peace. Bombay took most of the states, 12, where Transcaucasia only took 6. And now Transcaucasia wants the rest of those back. It looks like Bombay has really united most of India. They might be able to form something here. I'm not too sure. Yeah, Bombay is immediately getting hammered by Transcaucasia. Transcaucasia is quickly catching up on the factory count too. They're up to 533. That's only 200-ish behind, which, I mean, is a lot, but once they capture Bombay, that's another 100, and then I'm sure there's a few hundred together in these states down here. I think that Transcaucasia might really be a target fairly soon here. 163 divisions, which is far below the German Republic's 200-something, and Bulgarod probably like 170-something, 177. So still below on divisions on their 2 northern neighbors. Unitary South Africa was finally annexed. Mozambique and Dahomey killed them off. I think Mozambique is just now chilling. I don't think they want to go after either Dahomey or Abyssinia. I think Abyssinia or Dahomey could be a good pick because both are in a war right now. And oh man, Iberia is really trying to hold. Oh, they're gaining manpower back, so that's good. I think they've suffered probably some division hits from not having manpower for so long, but they seem to have upped their manpower conscription. I mean, this is, if they can hold for a while, this could really damage both France and Germany. And if the French do some sort of amazing push down here and they actually take the coast before the Germans can get down here, then they could cut off the Germans and the Germans would end up fighting France as well. So if we could have a 3-way war, that would actually be optimal for Iberia. But boys, because this is such a pivotal time in this game and we really don't know what's going to happen, I want you guys to comment who you think will win and who your pick is, so that might not necessarily be the same thing. And then I want you guys to upvote each other's comments if you agree with them. I want to see the general idea of who everybody thinks is going to win. Oh, and it looks like, boys, our friend Uruguay, or Chile, Argentina, has attacked Central America, Texas. This is not looking good for Central America, guys. We saw this coming as well. They'd have no troops down here. They're starting to get a few, but that's really not going to help. They've been completely pushed out of North America and Baja California. This is end game for Central America at this point. The Germans have pushed all the way south along the coast in Iberia, making a very long front line, obviously, for Iberia, and probably one that's quite hard for them to man. And their manpower is still not quite where they want it to be. It's fixing it slowly, but it's getting sapped instantly. What are they at right now? They're at service by requirement already. Oh boys, it looks like Abyssinia has actually pushed... Oh, that's really bad. They have pushed the Greeks, the Albanians, out of the Middle East completely. This is really bad for them. That means they will be free to declare war on someone. And I should check They might actually have more divisions than Dahomey at this point. They seem to be lining up on the Dahomey border. If they don't have a direct border with Albania, they will choose someone else to fight, unless everyone else around them is stronger, which they will not attack anyone. They might attack Great Mozambique. Yeah, 48. I'm sure they would attack Great Mozambique over Dahomey. Let's check out... Oh, look at that. Abyssinia has declared war. Yep, that's Great Mozambique. I want to give a quick showcase of the surviving Asian states that are soon to be gobbled up, because these guys have not had very much attention, and they probably deserve some attention before they're gone forever. Now, we have the Soviet state of Hunan, 44 factories, and roughly 79 divisions, which is actually very strong. We have them, they're just sitting here. They're actually at war with the Bengal Empire, but as you can see, they may have been screwed over by the fact that they can actually not cross this border. The Bengal Empire, probably in the same position, 58 divisions, so not actually very weak, but they've also been stuck with the fact that they cannot actually fight Hunan. Bengal Empire has 40 factories and 58 divisions. Next up we have Burma with 47 divisions. They are in a war with the Khmer Empire. They have 77 factories, 47 divisions. And the Khmer Empire down here, based out of Singapore, formed out of Singapore, 39 divisions, 128 factories. That's quite a lot for just a fairly small country. We have the DPRG, Korea, Democratic People's Republic of Greater Korea, which is what I learned it was stating, which is what I learned it actually stood for. They have 3 million manpower, 100 factories, and 57 divisions. So not to be underestimated. Let's say Bulgarian does a crazy move here, a gamer move, encircles all of these divisions here in between these Transcaucasian People's Republic territories, kills them all off, and suddenly Shaanxi is weaker than Korea. Korea could strike and do a lot of damage, and that would obviously make Imperial Bulgarian mad, but part of the game. We have Tohoku in Japan. Japan was really unfortunate. They really did not unite as quickly as we would have liked them to. They are fighting the Soviet state of Kyushu. Part of the problem was Tohoku got stuck fighting Hokkaido in the north. And Hokkaido obviously is kind of the choke point area where they can hold the water lines and hold countries that are way stronger than them back for a very long time. The Democratic People's Republic of Crete declared war on Democratic Malta. Okay. Look at that navy right there. They just got their first ship out, it looks like. They've got 16 divisions. Malta here with 12 and no navy. So good luck actually taking Malta, but I'm rooting for you, Crete. That is pretty cool. Cyprus, were they at war with anybody? They don't have a navy, so I assume not. End game for Naturalist Iberia. A lot of you guys are rooting for them, and I feel bad for you. They've lost probably about 20 divisions from this manpower issue. They've finally lost Madrid. Their new capital is in Libsyn. The French, with their 119 divisions, better be ready for the German onslaught approaching. Did the Germans really only have 300,000 manpower? That seems pretty low. The French have 2 million, nearly. So, I mean, they could... Are they making armies? They're not as nearly enough as they should be. Okay, looks like the war just ended. Iberia's gone. The German Republic has declared war on the Albanian Federation, which is actually very good for France. France took 11 states and Germany took 21. This gives France time to focus on Britannia. They have 2 capital ships, and it seems that they are trying to compete with the Britannian Navy. The Britannians have rebuilt some of their armies. They're at 73 divisions now. Their navies obviously dwarf the French navies, all of their submarines. They refuse to build any other kind of ship, apparently. But this could be very good for the French, as the Albanians can hold the Germans at this choke point forever, unless the AI is smart somehow and they launch a naval invasion into Albania, which would ruin Albania's day. Also, it appears the Germans do have a navy now. 12 ships over here. These are all cruisers. The Albanians do also have navies. They have mostly submarines, and lots of them too, probably around 60. The Albanians did just suffer a defeat down south in Abyssinia. This is their time to prove themselves that they can hold against these 2 superpowers. Speaking of Abyssinia, they are attacking Mozambique, and Mozambique seems to have had the upper hand in the beginning because they probably had their troops ready before Abyssinia did. Dahomey is now gone, guys. The Greater Malian Democratic Republic has been formed. That is disappointing that they wanted to change their name, but hey, They had a formable, and they went ahead and they took it, and that's fine. The Republic of Mali has finally capitulated to Dahomey. I'm going to keep calling them Dahomey. They will forever be Dahomey, and they are now attacking Mozambique as well. Mozambique now trying to prepare for the second onslaught that they are going to face. And then once Mozambique is gone, the only thing standing between Dahomey, our homie, and a united Africa is Abyssinia, which will be a rough target. It seems that Abyssinia does have more divisions, but that, of course, could change, and we hope it will change before the end of this. They're making like 5 more right now. It's not really much. There actually are a lot of Chinese divisions up here that do... Okay, well, as I say that, they were encircled. I was saying that they are under threat of being encircled, and okay, that's a second encirclement. Devastating. Devastating for the Chinese. Republic of Reunion declared war on the United States of Comoros. Okay, so we have more islands fighting each other after they finally built navies. That is funny. This front right here is largely left open. There's nearly no defenders trying to stop the Imperial Bulgarian wave entering China. We have Mongolia yet again being a battleground. One of the most battled for states in this whole game. State of Mongolia, yet again the battleground. Independent state of Central America, man, they're in like 4 pieces right now. Not the greatest time to be from this place. There appears to be a defense of Panama forming as Illinois, Canada charges southward. The Transcaucasia People's Republic has declared war on the Bengali Empire. They have taken 20 states. Rest in peace, Bombay. Transcaucasia seems to be... Wow, they have 10 million manpower. That is nuts. After annexing most of India there, that's a lot of core population. Transcaucasia seems to have been behind, obviously, their German neighbor and their Imperial Russian northern neighbor, but they have a lot of little stuff that they can eat up quickly to catch up before the end of this. And I'm sure they will also attack Shaanxi if it's not dead already, and pick up some of that as well before Bulgarad is finished. And now German Republic is in fact stuck. Albania did exactly what they should, okay, they shouldn't be attacking. They did exactly what they should, as in sit like 30 divisions on the one tile. Transcaucasia is swiftly defeating Bengal. Like, this is not hard for them at all. Bengal is totally not ready, and Dhaka is already on the front doorstep of Transcaucasia. The Soviet city of Hunan has declared war on Burma, as well as Transcaucasia, so it looks like after Bengal died, Hunan finally was reactivated. Bengal was annexed. 14 million manpower now for Transcaucasian People's Republic. Just checking, have they researched nukes? No. Transcaucasia has not gone for nuclear tech yet. What about the Germans, though? I'm sure if maybe one didn't, probably all haven't. Yeah, the Germans haven't gone for it yet. That's a shame. We probably won't see nuclear war then for a little while. Burma, they were defeating Khmer Empire. Now they are facing attack from 2 more directions, 2 more enemies far stronger than them as well. So we'll probably see Khmer Empire survive this for a little while. Also, just pointing out, Burma actually owns both Macau and Hong Kong. So if taking this doesn't capitulate them, they could theoretically survive in Macau and Hong Kong until those can be reached by whoever takes out Shaanxi. Boys, a second encirclement of Shaanxi troops. Only 2 divisions. It looked like a bigger one from space. But a second encirclement has been made, and most of these divisions are starting to really feel the effects of this encirclement, and I assume we'll probably be dead within a month or 2 here. Also, it appears our homie has taken most of Great Mozambique, which is good if we are rooting for them against Abyssinia. I'm sure there's some of you that are rooting for Abyssinia, and to those who are rooting for Abyssinia over our homie, I say you are heresy, and you should be burned at the stake. And I say that unironically. Okay. Chile and Argentine Empire doing work against Central America. Wait a minute. What happened? Did that actually happen? Oh. Oh, that happened. Hold on. I just need a second. To... Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay. I had a deep breath. I took it all in and I've accepted it. I have not seen that before. That's fine though. It's okay. So Illinois, aka Canada, aka the Federal Republic of Central America, is of course attacking Texas, aka the independent state of Central America. So we have two pretender states for the claimant of the Federal or the Republic of Central America. And then of course we have Argentina, who is just chilling down here, or Uruguay, who's just chilling down here, being themselves without an identity crisis. You know, actually, are there any states here? I think there's only really a few that really don't have identity crisis. France definitely doesn't. Britannia doesn't have an identity crisis. Germany doesn't have an identity crisis. They're from Pomeranian, although they did think they were from the Baltics for a little while there. All these Chinese ones don't really have identity crisis. Albania definitely has an identity crisis. But this is definitely the worst one we've seen so far. Illinois, it's got to be said. Man, that is 3 layers of irony now. The plan to hold Panama against Illinois has seemingly failed at this point. The Illinois, or the Federal Republic of Central America, has pushed pretty much all the way through Panama at this point and are now beginning to enter Colombia. Abyssinia has declared war on the Greater Malian Democratic Republic, aka our homie is under attack by pretenders. We will have to see what happens. Our homie has 72 divisions. Abyssinia has a good amount more than them. Most of our homies' divisions are here down southern Africa, having just conquered Mozambique. They are behind in factories, they are behind in manpower, and they are behind in divisions, but our homie can do it. They can push through, they can win. Before we go, boys, I'm going to give you guys a quick time-lapse on Greater Asia and Africa. But I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you like this, make sure to like, favorite, subscribe if you guys are new. Make sure to send me an entry for the Country Ball Art Contest if you haven't already, and I will see you guys all next time. Peace.